Problem 10 on critical radius of insulation of cylinder. An electric cable of 5 mm radius is applied a uniform coating of plastic insulation having K 0.2 watt per meter Kelvin. The convective film coefficient on the surface of bare cable as well as insulated cable was estimated as 20 watt per meter square Kelvin and surface temperature of bare wire as 55 degrees Celsius when cable was directly exposed to air at 20 degrees Celsius. For keeping the wire as cool as possible, find the thickness of insulation. Also determine the surface temperature of insulated cable if the intensity of current remains unchanged. So in order to solve this problem, let us draw the schematic first. So in this problem, there is an electric cable of diameter, let's radius R1, and in case 1, initially it is exposed to the environment air having temperature T infinity O and convective heat transfer coefficient H infinity O. This cable is carrying current of, let's say, intensity I, and if its electric resistance is Re, this much heat will be generated within this electrical cable, which is to be dissipated. Because of this heat generation, the surface temperature of this electrical cable is, let's say, T1. Since T1 is greater than outside surface temperature T infinity O, heat transfer will take place from this electrical cable to the surrounding at the rate, let's say, Q1. Now, in second case, this electrical cable is provided with some insulation coating, and this is made up of plastic material having thermal conductivity K, and let's say the outer radius of this insulation is R2. Once again, let us say in this, the surface temperature of this electrical cable after providing insulation is T1 dash. This T1 dash is once again will be more than the surrounding temperature. So heat transfer will take place from this cable through this insulation to the surrounding at the rate, let's say, Q2. So this is the required schematic of this problem. In the second case also, the surrounding is having surface temperature T infinity O and the convective heat transfer coefficient H infinity O, as in the case 1. The title of this figure is Heat Transfer from Electric Cable. Now let us enlist all the given parameters. So the very first thing have been given to us is R1 is equal to 5 mm, that is 0.005 meter. Then thermal conductivity of insulating material is given as 0.2 watt per meter Kelvin, and convective heat transfer coefficient of surrounding fluid in both the cases, that is when bare electrical cable is there and insulated electrical cable is there, 20 watt per meter square Kelvin, and surface temperature of the bare electrical cable is 55 degrees Celsius, and surrounding temperature fluid is given as 20 degrees Celsius. Also, the intensity of current in both the cases remains same, that is I1 is equal to I2. So these are the things given to you. After enlisting all the given parameters, now let us make some assumptions. Assumption number 1 will be one-dimensional steady state heat transfer. Second assumption will be heat transfer is taking place only in radial direction. Third assumption, the electrical cable can be of any length, right from 1 meter to 1000 kilometer, and that length is not specified here. So for our analysis, we will be considering electric cable length as unity. So whatever analysis we are doing, that is we are doing for 1 meter length of the electric cable. Next assumption, once again in case 2, once again in case 2, we have electric cable material and insulation material is coming into contact. So at the contact, thermal resistance may come into picture due to imperfect contact. So nothing is given regarding thermal contact resistance. So we will be neglecting its effect. Thermal contact resistance is negligible. And the last assumption, constant properties of fluid and material. So these are the 5 assumptions for this problem. What you are supposed to find out, So first we are supposed to find out, for keeping the wire as cool as possible, find the thickness of insulation. Also determine the surface temperature of insulated cable if the intensity of current remains unchanged. So we are supposed to calculate first thickness of insulation to keep the wire as minimum as possible, and second point is we are supposed to calculate surface temperature of cable after insulation. Now here one more thing I forgot to draw. That is electric circuit. So in first case, for case 1, equivalent electrical circuit will be like this. Flow quantity will be Q1 and thermal resistance will be offered to the heat transfer between temperatures T1 and T infinity O only, and thermal resistance will be offered by the air film, and it will be convective thermal resistance. In second case, the flow quantity will be Q2. The first thermal resistance will be offered between temperature T1 dash and let's say outer surface temperature of the insulating material is T2, and this will be conductive thermal resistance. And second thermal resistance will be offered between outer surface temperature of the insulation to the T infinity O surrounding fluid temperature, and this will be convective thermal resistance. And finally, heat will be dissipated to the environment. So this way you can draw equivalent electrical circuit for both the cases. Now let us do the detailed calculations. So let us first find out the rate of heat transfer for case 1. That is for bare electrical cable. Now since we have assumed one-dimensional steady state heat transfer, hence from Newton's law of cooling, now why I am recalling Newton's law of cooling once again? The bare electrical cable is directly exposed to the environment, so heat transfer will take place by purely convection, and in convection the rate of heat transfer is calculated with the help of Newton's law of cooling. So Q1 will be H infinity O into area of cable into T1 minus T infinity. Now the value of H infinity O is given as 20. Area of electrical cable will be 2 pi R1L. T1 is 55 and T infinity O is 20. 20 into 2 pi R1 is 0.005 and this will be Q1 over L. 55 minus 25 is 35. So after calculating, heat loss from the electrical cable per unit length comes out 21.99 watt per meter. Now let us consider the case 2. In case 2, heat loss from the cable through the insulation layer will be by conduction and from outer surface of the insulation layer to the fluid by convection. So for case 2, let us find out Q2. Once again, rate of heat transfer in second case will be equal to rate of heat transfer from electric cable to outer surface of the insulation will be equal to from outer surface of insulation to surrounding. Now let us write down in terms of temperature difference and thermal resistance. Now once again, our final aim is to calculate Q2. So I can calculate either using equation 1 or 2, provided I must know the temperature T2. Since T2 is not known to me, so I must be able to express Q2 in terms of known temperatures T1 dash and outer fluid temperature T infinity O. Under such condition, both these thermal resistance will get add up, and this will be equation number 2. Now in this equation 2, RT1 is conductive thermal resistance of insulation, and it is of cylindrical form, so it can be written as 2 pi k L log of R2 over R1. And RT infinity O will be convective thermal resistance and it can be calculated as 1 over h infinity O HO. So Q2 becomes T1 dash minus T1 infinity over 1 over 2 pi KL log of R2 over R1 plus 1 over H infinity O into A1. Now in this equation, R2, that is outer radius of insulation, is not known to me. So we have to calculate what will be the radius of R2 for maximum heat loss. It is asking for keeping the wire as cool as possible, find the thickness of insulation. What does it mean? R2 for keeping wire as cool as possible. So wire will be cooled as minimum as possible only if the heat transfer rate is maximum. And when heat transfer rate will be maximum, when radius of insulation will be equal to critical radius of insulation. So we have to provide the outer radius of insulation in such a way that it should be equal to critical radius of insulation. So for cylinder, because electrical cable is of cylindrical shape, critical radius of insulation can be calculated as K over H infinity O. The value of K is 0.2 and value of H infinity is 2. So it comes out 0.01 meter or 10 mm. This is critical radius of insulation. We are supposed to calculate critical thickness of insulation. So critical thickness of insulation is nothing but RC minus R1. RC is 10 mm, R1 is 5 mm. So critical radius of insulation is nothing but critical thickness of insulation is nothing but 5 mm. So always keep in mind critical radius of insulation and critical thickness of insulation. So this RC will be equal to R2 in order to make Q2 as Qmax. So now we have the value of R2. So from equation 3, Q2 can be written as T1 dash, which is unknown to me, minus 20 over 1 over 2 pi into 0.2 into n log of R2 over R1, and 1 upon H infinity O is 20, and outer area will be 2 pi into R2, that is 0.01 into N. So N is unknown to me, so I can calculate heat transfer rate in second case per unit length as T1 dash minus 20, and calculation of all these things gives me the value 1.347. This is the rate of heat transfer in case of cable provided with insulation. We are supposed to calculate T1 dash. Now Q1 can also be written as IN square R and Q2 I2 square R, where RE is the electrical resistance of cable, which is going to remain same in both the cases, and I1 is equal to I2, that is intensity of current remains same in both the cases, which is given to me. Under such condition, Q1 will be equal to Q2. So using this analogy, where Q1 is 21.99 and Q2 is T1 dash minus 20 over 1.347. So from this T1 dash comes out 49.63. So surface temperature of cable with insulation T1 dash is equal to 49.63. So with this, we could solve this problem.